Okay, guys. Oh my God, I completely messed up, and I had a a meltdown, if you will. So yesterday things were going so well. I didn't finish the recording because the last time AU was in profit, but I messed up. Why? Because
Today, the market taught me a valuable lesson, right? And the lesson is don't be greedy. If you have a plan, trade your plan, stick to your plan, right? So, because I did not, and I had an element of greed in me, I lost even the little profit that I had and ended up with a loss of about $700 plus. Now, obviously, you're going to see it all live and how it played out. But remember, that's the lesson. Have a trading plan, follow your plan, and don't let other emotions get to you, right? Okay, now before we dive into it, please do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, share with everybody out there so they could benefit from the information as well. All right, now let's get into it.
okay, so today again we have news, and I can see gold is dropping. So I plugged in. See price was being rejected at this zone right here, and also, and it's actually above 2000. And then if we look at the numbers as of 8:30 a.m., we can see core retail sales came in higher than expected. Retail sales month to month came in higher than expected as well. And then unemployment claims, which is the big one, much lower than expected at 219 from 221. So that this is pretty big for the dollar. The dollar is going to spike up, even if it's just on a short-term basis. But as scalpers, that should be enough. So yeah, so we plugged into gold because the dollar goes up, gold goes down. Usually that's the way it is. Doesn't mean it's always going to happen that way, because there's a lot of things that could be happening in the world. So that's not always the case. So we're plugged into gold right now. And the anticipation is that it's going to at least come to this level right here if it breaks this area, which it already did. So we'll see what it does in the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. Now, looking at USD CAD, the anticipation was for it to go up. It hasn't yet, but I do have PS2K activated, as you can see right here. So in case it crosses over abruptly, we're gonna catch something. UJ has crossed. I do have PS2K activated, but the mass network is still constricted but not completely crossed over, so nothing has been activated. So we're waiting to see if that happens. GU is not in a good position for a setup, so I'm not working on that right now. Okay, I'm definitely going in on AU. It's in a really good position. So activate PS2K on that, and then we're gonna sell. We're gonna sell an AU. Even though price has been rejected at this area, but the anticipation is for the dollar to increase in strength. Well, let's go to trading view. I think the dollar is not doing what I was expecting it to. Trading view, and then we're gonna look at the dollar index here. Yeah, so it just did a spike up and then went back down. But I think it might, at some point, it might eventually come up. The dollar, that is. All right. Okay, so UJ trade was activated on UJ, and hammer time kicked in on USD JPY. It has since retracted, so now we're just waiting for it to recover. And the anticipation is it's going to get to at least to this area, at which point we will then close the anticipated profits. Right now we're in drawdown of 1800, so that doesn't feel very good. But we also gold closed for a loss because the trade retracted and closed at the blue line. So that was 685 loss. So hopefully we can recover that. We're gonna keep watching gold and UJ to see what comes of it. All right, we're back. We were in a pretty nasty drawdown with UJ, but it has recovered. I did add a trade down here because I did anticipate a recovery. So again, why not take advantage of that? Now, if we go to trading view, the anticipation is, I'm anticipating it's going to come to somewhere around this level right here. Again, remember, levels are zones, they're not lines. So anywhere within this vicinity, if it reaches, I might decide to close it. Hopefully prior to 9:30, but if not, I might stick it out for 9:30, and hopefully we're going to get a bump, extra bump out of that. But this is where we're at right now with UJ. However, looking at, well, the news numbers are telling us that the dollar is supposed to go up, at least on a short-term basis, right? And if we look at the technicals, we can see QC down here, RSI below 25, so basically oversold. It moves up, right? It moves up. It comes down here again, QC almost down to the bottom, and RSI dips a little bit, not as low as down here, but then it moves up again. So on this level, price is being rejected, right? And then it moves up, and then we can see we do have a, I don't think you call it divergence, but RSI is moving up. QC also is moving up. So the anticipation is we have room for QC to come all the way to the top. The numbers from the fundamentals are supporting that concept as well. So that's another confluence. We do have momentum behind us. So I think we have a high probability that we are going to reach that level. And right now, okay, things are turning blue. That's what we like to see. And we're just going to keep holding until we get to close to the vicinity of the level that we're looking for. All right, we're back. UJ has recovered. We had a severe drawdown. I had some counter trades. Then I added a buy trade, which I closed, but I still have one more, and the Yama time's open. So I'm gonna go and close this right now. Oh, I had it deactivated, so let me go ahead and activate it. And yeah, just close everything right now because it's a little wild. Oh, and then we have Aussie USD kicked in. So let's go back to UJ. What I'm going to do, because this was actually a manual trade, so I'm going to move the stop loss above the trade. And the anticipation is, well, no, I'm going to close it because momentum is going down because of the time. And then I'm just going to wait for this one to drop further. Anticipation is going to come somewhere to this level right here. So, and then I will close it as well. Okay, guys. Oh my God, I completely messed up, and I had a meltdown, if you will. So yesterday things were going so well. I didn't finish the recording because the last time AU was in profit, but I messed up. Why? Because I gave in to the emotion of greed. Now, any trader will tell you greed is one of the big emotions that will kill you if you do not put it in check. So the big issue here was AU. If you remember, I was in profit, right? I was in profit right here. And in fact, it got to a point where it was about 500 or something. And I should have closed it, but again, greed. So what did the market do? The market reversed, kept reversing. And I let it go. And instead of closing these trades early, I kept telling myself the market is going to come back. So everything was pointing towards the market going down. But I got a little bit impatient. So as it got up here and the drawdown was growing, I put in some counter trades, right? To sort of hedge what was going on. So now things are getting all mixed up, right? So anyway, after that, guess what the market does? The market comes down, but some trades had closed at the stop loss, as you can see right here. So it comes down, gets down here, right? So now these trades, these buy trades are in drawdown, of course, these are okay. Now I should have closed these, but I didn't. And then of course the market went back up here. I closed the buy. I just decided to close everything because at that point, you know, things were just out of whack. So I just closed everything over here for a loss, right? So all in all, what happened? So if we go down here, we'll see, well, by the end of Thursday, I was about negative 1300 basically, right? When it was all said and done, because these are the, let me expand this. Yeah, so all in all, you can see right here, these were the AU trades starting here to here. You can see the losses, right? And then also you had these that closed earlier, these losses from, again, AU. I had some, you know, the buys that gained, which are these right here, right? And then we had some earlier losses from UJ, but these were small losses, so that wasn't a big deal. I could easily recover those, you know, and then in fact, I did recover those with, you know, these profits from UJ, right? So the problem was AU, right? And actually the problem wasn't AU, the problem was me, right? Me and my greed. So anyway, come Friday, the market, you know, was not, there was decent volume in the market. So I made some recoveries, as you can see right here. This was gold, this was USD Swiss franc, this again USD Swiss franc and gold. So basically 2 assets, and I recovered. Really, I recovered most of the losses, to the point where the loss was only negative 203. But when you add in the fees, because remember, the broker is going to charge you a commission whether you make money or whether you lose money. Every trade has a commission. So, you know, as you keep trading, the commissions are going to add up. So even though I had reduced the loss to negative 200, the fees, there's nothing I can do about that. So the fees plus that then brings me to negative 788. So all in all, I was down by the end of Friday at $788, right? But this my problem is, and this is, okay, it's a loss. It's not a huge loss, considering, especially since the other day I made, you know, over 7,000, right? The problem is that emotion of greed. The problem is it was me. It was an unnecessary loss. That's what is the problem. So lesson learned, and hopefully you guys will also stay away from greed. Stick to your plan. If you're scalping or if you're a scalper, scalp. Don't try to do anything else. You know, you anticipated what you anticipated. It gets to your area, close, take your profits. Don't try to be greedy. So that's it for me, and take care.